I was just in Rwanda, and it's amazing to see what's going on. We have a partnership there with the Bible Society, Campus Crusade, and the Jesus Film, and local churches. And what they're doing is they're going out and finding a man or woman of peace, working with the church, going to a hill. They have a vision to plant 1,000 churches on 1,000 hills, because Rwanda is known as the country of 1,000 hills. So they take the Jesus Film out. They show it. People come to Christ. They put a proclaimer there with Key Rwandan. The people start listening. 2 weeks later, there's 20 people in the group. 3 weeks later, there's 40. And nobody can fit into the small area that they're meeting, and so they divide the group into 2 and 20 in each. And then 2 to 3 weeks later, everybody's inviting everybody else. Come here. Come here. And so they hear, and pretty soon they've got 40 in each group. Then they divide it out, and they got 4 groups, 5 groups, 6 groups. And suddenly the people are frustrated because they can't get in out of the rain. They all come together, cut poles down, buy 10, tie sticks to the poles, put mud in between all the sticks, and they build a church. And pastors are blown away because there's no pastor there. Just the word of God is being heard, of church volunteers coming, and pretty soon a church has been planted. And so you're watching a proclaimer lead to multiplying church planting. One pastor got one proclaimer, planted 14 churches in 6 months with one proclaimer. You find a pastor planting a church, you give it to him, 6 months later you find out they planted 11 churches. They've reached 19 villages. They have 1,500 people gathering in those 11 churches to listen. What's the request? The new believers are saying, if you would give us each one of the new churches, we would go and do the same. And so the proclaimer is being heard. It's one of those tools that just kind of blows your mind, because in areas where we worked before with cassettes, there was a limitation because people had to buy batteries. And when you had famine where they didn't have enough money to buy batteries, they couldn't listen. But with a proclaimer, it can be recharged 1,000 times. Each time it'll play 24 hours, can be heard by over 300 people. So everybody can hear under a tree. Everybody can hear in the church. And then they feel free to use it for evangelism because they don't have to pay any money for the batteries. Set it out in the sun, take it out to another village, people gather to listen, and boom, you have people who are being discipled, being brought to Christ through the